Hi, everyone. My name is Annie. Sit tight as I tell you the story of how my life changed. I was born in New York and raised by my awesome dad, Tom. We were a rocking pair. And then I met my soulmate, my best friend, Trina, when I was 8 years old. Trina lived with her mom, Frida, and together, we looked like a whole family. We used to have dinners, picnics, and even birthdays together. You know what would be amazing? Imagine if our parents got married. Then we would be sisters. Gosh, that would be the best thing ever.
Girls, enough daydreaming, please. Yeah, girls, Frida and I are friends, just like you guys are.
Our friendship only got stronger with time. We could spend all day together and never have to worry about getting bored. OMG, I just remembered! Jackson's party tonight. Do you think Crosby will be there? God, stop being a creep. I am not going to a party for you to gawk at the boy and never speak to him. It's been 5 years. Either talk to him or move on. I'm getting there, just biding my time. Oh, and who's this boy, you may ask? Well, only the dreamiest guy ever. And hopefully, my future boyfriend, too. Crosby's a senior at my school, and this year is my last chance to tell him how I feel before he goes off to college. Trina was right. Enough stalling. Time to make my move. Tonight at Jackson's party, I am going to talk to Crosby. For real this time, or are you going to chicken out as usual? For real! Sure thing. I'll believe it when I see it. I spent 2 hours getting ready that night. Hair check, outfit check, face double check. Mission Crosby was ready to go.
Where are you going?
Jackson's party. I told you yesterday.
Oh, well, tell them you're going to be late. You promised to volunteer at the community center tonight.
What? Dad, come on! The happiness of my high school life depends on this. I will volunteer extra time tomorrow, please.
Nope, you know the rules. A promise must be kept. You can still party afterwards. Now let's roll.
This was beyond frustrating, but I had to keep it together. After texting Trina to go on first, I was ready to speed run this chore. At the community center, I did everything at lightning speed, and after an hour, Dad finally let me go. Phew! I touched up my makeup and headed out. I had been rehearsing my words to Crosby every night for the last 5 years. There's no way I was going to blow this chance. I walked in, but there was no sign of Crosby or Trina anywhere. I headed towards the garden, hoping to see either one of my favorite people, but instead, my heart stopped. I saw Crosby and Trina kissing. What's going on? Annie, wait, it's not... I walked out of there as fast as possible. How could she? My best friend, out of all people. I couldn't even tell which hurt more. Seeing my longtime crush with someone else, or being betrayed by someone I regarded as my own sister. I was so hurt. I didn't want to tell anyone, not even my dad. So I ran straight to my room and cried myself to sleep. Overnight, my phone blew up with a million messages and calls from Trina, but I didn't want to hear anything from her at that point. The next day, my eyes were so puffy from all the crying that I had to hide them behind sunglasses. Trina still tried to approach me in the hallway. Hey, did you get my messages? No? I don't care what you have to say. I deleted them. Without listening to them? What could you possibly have to say? I know what I saw. You were kissing my boyfriend. What? And how is he your boyfriend? You've never spoken to him before. But you knew how much I liked him. You backstabbed me. Was this your plan all along? To hurt me like this? You sound insane. You are my best friend in the whole wide world. Shouldn't you be giving me the benefit of the doubt and at least hear me out? Well, I don't think this friendship can be saved anymore. I left Trina standing in the hallway. What made me even angrier was how she was crying, and everyone kept rushing to console her like she was some kind of victim. I was the one betrayed here. One day after school, I came home to find my dad planning an elaborate feast. What's all this?
Oh, we're having important guests over. 7 p.m. sharp. Be ready.
I was definitely not in the mood for guests, but the fancy dinner didn't sound too bad. I figured I'd just stick around for a bit. What's the worst that could happen, right? Wrong! Guess who our guests of honor ended up being? Why is she here?
Annie, sit down. Tonight's an important one.
Yeah, right. Now here comes the peace intervention. I couldn't wait to hear whatever lies Trina had told her mom.
Now, I understand that you girls are going through a rough patch.
Rough patch? That's one way to put it.
But Frida and I have an announcement that we think will make everything better. We're getting married.
What? I shook my head furiously, as if trying to wake up from a nightmare. Trina was just picking at her chicken. She wasn't surprised at all.
Now, I know this might come as a surprise, but Frida and I have been dating for a while now. We just didn't tell you girls anything until we were sure how serious it was. And we're sure now. We're in this for the long run.
What on earth? Could the timing be any worse? I looked over at Trina, expecting her to be ready to protest like me, but there was no emotion on her face whatsoever. She just shrugged. Everything happened so fast. They already had a date. Frida and Trina were moving in at the end of the month. I didn't even have a say in any of it. My whole world was spiraling out of control. After Trina and Frida left, I had to talk to my dad. Dad, you can't marry Frida.
Why not? Once upon a time, you wanted that.
Yeah, when I was 9 years old.
Well, better late than never. Look, I know you and Trina will figure it out. You're already practically family, since childhood.
No, my family is you and Rodney. That's it.
Rodney, our dog?
Dad, please.
Sorry, kiddo, but Frida is the only one I've loved since your mom. And I want to make her happy too.
Great. Just great. Who would have thought a childhood dream could turn into a real-life nightmare? Trina and I tried our best to avoid each other through the wedding planning, but on the actual wedding day, there was nowhere to hide. Our parents thought it was a great idea for us to both be flower girls and walk them down the aisle. I sucked it up to show that I was the bigger person. I even wrote a toast for my dad. But when I was going to speak at the wedding reception, Trina was already standing. Attention, everyone! I wrote something for my mom. Actually, I did too. Cool. You can go after me. I think I should go first. I mean, my dad married your mom. What does that mean? Grow up. Stop acting like a kid. That's rich coming from a backstabber.
Guys, it doesn't matter who goes first.
Trina got so pissed that she shoved me. In a fit of rage, I shoved her back, and she fell right into the wedding cake. I didn't mean to, but boy, did it feel good seeing her covered in cake.
Annie, what is wrong with you?
But she shoved me first. Didn't you see that? My dad was so upset that he didn't look at me the entire night. The next day, I was grounded for 2 months. On top of that, I also had to write an apology letter to Frida for ruining their wedding. And what punishment did Trina get? Absolutely nothing. None. Talk about unfair. 2 weeks after the wedding, Trina and Frida moved into our house, and my streak of disastrous days continued.
Now, I don't understand what is going on here, but it ends today. You are sisters now, and I need you guys to act like it. My husband and I are going to dinner, and you two have to get along alone tonight.
What about dinner for us?
I'm glad you asked. Here's some money. Try to agree on what to have for dinner. Good night.
Yeah, like that's gonna be such an easy task. I'm ordering pizza. Nope, I want a burger. Then order a burger. I'm getting pizza. There's not enough money to get both. Use your brain and think. This was no time for her nonsense. I quickly grabbed the money Dad left. Trina tried to snatch it back from me, and the bill ended up being ripped. Look what you did! Once again, we started shoving each other around, just like on the wedding day. But this time, Trina pushed me, and I accidentally knocked over Dad's flower vase. Ouch! Then she just went into her room and slammed the door. No apology. Nothing. Now what were we supposed to do about dinner? So, thanks to Trina, instead of a delicious pizza, I had to settle for whatever leftovers were in the fridge. When our parents got home and saw the mess, I had to be the one to explain what happened since Trina was still sulking, and they were furious. Now both of us were in big trouble.
My antique vase! I am so disappointed in both of you. You couldn't even have one meal together in peace without making a whole mess of the house.
I tried, but she tore up the money.
That's a lie! I don't care. Go to your rooms. You are both grounded indefinitely.
Fine by me, as long as I didn't have to interact with Trina anymore. But being grounded meant coming straight home from school. No parties, no hangouts, no nothing. The boredom was starting to get unbearable, which only fueled my dislike for Trina, even though we barely spoke or even saw each other since the incident. One evening, we were all home when the TV reported a hurricane warning. Immediately, loud thunder exploded, sending our dog Rodney bolting for the door. I ran after him, but he was too fast and fell right into a pond. I knew I had to save him. Rodney couldn't swim. But before I could react, Trina had already jumped in. I had no idea she had been running with me. She got Rodney and handed him to me. But it could have been dangerous for you too, you know? Yeah, but I know what this dog means to you. As she walked away, conflicting feelings swirled in my head. Did Trina really just risk her life to save my dog? Rodney was the last gift I got from my mom before she passed. And I had told Trina that, back when we were close. Later that night, I couldn't sleep, so I went to Trina's room. Hey, thanks again. I'm still shocked you did that for me. I would never do anything to hurt you. Not now or ever. But I'm tired of this. Look at this video. I sent it to you that night. I owed her this, to at least hear her out now. I played the video and was rendered speechless. It was a CCTV clip of the garden that night at the party. Turned out, Trina and Crosby, they weren't kissing. I had to beg Jackson to get me that CCTV footage. I knew how important that night was for you, and I wanted to make sure Crosby would take you seriously when you confessed. So I thought maybe I should talk to him first. But the music was so loud, I had to lean to talk into his ear, and that's when you walked in. The fact that you thought I could hurt you like this. Oh gosh, how could I have been so quick to judge? I am so sorry. I should have heard you out. Annie, it hurt. Still does. The fact that you just readily threw our entire friendship away over a boy without a second of hesitation. You wouldn't even listen to me. We've dreamt of becoming sisters all along, but when it finally happened, all we did was fight. I know. It's all my fault, Trina. Please forgive me. Just go back to your room, Annie. I need some space. Trina wasn't ready to forgive me, which was completely understandable, but I missed her so much. I needed to make it up to her. So, one afternoon, I planned a picnic in our backyard. What's all this? A peace offering. It's me saying how sincerely sorry I am. If you give me another chance to be your best friend, I will never hurt you again. Please, Trina, can you forgive me? This is nice and all, but I'm sorry. We can't be best friends anymore. Because we're sisters now. Oh, thank goodness! I missed you so much. Me too. Finally. I always knew they would work things out. Yes, all right, so my dad had been right all along. From that day on, our life was happier than ever. A childhood dream that briefly became a nightmare had finally turned back into the dream life. Misunderstandings really can lead to terrible consequences. But as long as we remember to communicate openly and be willing to hear each other out, we won't lose our loved ones over silly fights.